Howdy Tabletop RPG fans, thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Rangomi, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this Review's Day topic is PocketMod RPGs. The internet says the original PocketMod was developed by Adams Chad in 2005 as a productivity system and a way to publish content to keep in your pocket or wallet for reference later. It uses a single sheet of paper folded once on the short side and 3 times on the long side, and then cut halfway down the center line. Fold and twist into a small pamphlet. See the image on the left. Now, 16 years later, pocket mods are still used by indie publishers to make and distribute tabletop RPGs. Microlight 20 RPG, see my previous video about Microlight 20, was published using several pocket mod PDFs for the core rules, bestiary, spell lists, equipment lists, and GM rules. The image on the right is a portion of the character sheet for my Dragoons 20 RPG published in 2010, which used the Microlight 20 rules. I've used pocket mods for character sheets, spell books, books of scrolls, shop inventory, tavern menus, and much more. I've even replaced magical artifact cards, 3x5-inch index cards used to describe rare and unique magical items, showing a drawing on one side and instructions on the back side. And I've replaced them with pocket mods when the items are particularly complex or have many modes. Pocket mods are a specialization of one-page RPGs, which I've also made 2 videos about. There are now hundreds of indie published pocket mod RPGs, and I'm going to introduce you to 2 of them in this video. If you are interested in making your own pocket mod, I suggest finding a template for your favorite content making system. There are some examples on various websites. If game designers are really interested in knowing how to do this with Affinity Publisher, my RPG layout tool of choice, I can make a video about that too. Please post in the comments. While there are PocketMod RPGs on DriveThruRPG, itch.io, and other websites, I chose 2 from the DriveThruRPG for this video. Death Slimes from Planet X RPG is pocket game number 10 from Rawr, I'm a Monster, publisher, and designed by Charlie Fleming, first published 5 years ago in April 2016. It is a pocket mod RPG, 8 tiny pages on 1 piece of paper, folded and cut into a micro booklet. Rawr, I'm a Monster, aka Charlie Fleming, has published dozens of RPGs and RPG settings on DriveThruRPG. I particularly like this one. Players are astronauts who crash into a mysterious planet X and must survive or find a way to escape. As you can imagine, the rules are very simple. Players have stats using 3d6 for hit points, combat score, skill, and intellect. Then they pick their name, profession on the ship, type of person, and backstory. And they pick 3 talents, like specialities, such as Plas Rifle with combat score, engineering with skill, or bioscience for intellect. Skill and combat rolls have a difficult level, which is the number of d6 dice to roll. 3d6 is easy, level 1, 4d6 is medium, level 2, and 5d6 is hard, level 3, and on, attempting to roll under your base stat. Subtract your talent rating from any die roll if it applies. Rolling all 1s is an automatic success, and rolling all 6s is an automatic failure. There are rules for a variety of weapons, examples of other equipment, and listings of 3 kinds of inhabitants of Planet X, including, of course, Death Slimes. Flash RPG is inspired by the old-time space fantasy serials of the 1930s and designed by Felbrigg Harritt in May of 2013. Felbrigg Harritt has 11 RPGs published on DriveThruRPG. Again, this is a pocket mod RPG, but is also available in a sheets format for easy reading on a device. Heroic characters are Flash, Dale, Zarkov, and any other allies of Flash's that he might meet along the way. Villains include Ming and the various denizens of Mongo and its moons. I particularly love Felbrig's use of character mechanics. It reminds me of Goblin City, Forte, and Foibley system, which I've done a video about before. Each character has a prone and good attribute. Prone is something that is a liability, a flaw, a weakness that will cause conflict and drama. Good is a skill or talent that is a trademark of that character. All dice rolls are done with 1d6. A 1 has failed badly, 2 to 3 has failed, 4 or 5 is succeed, and 6 is succeed but with a twist. The Getting Starting page covers the motivations behind Ming's plots and schemes. The last 2 pages cover the structure of a session with a template of adventure beats. I particularly like the way the players interact and come up with cliffhangers and cheats used in each episode. There are hundreds of PocketMod RPGs to be found by diligent collectors on the internet. These are just 2 of my favorites. This episode is brought to you by Kaboomkin, the smaller, faster, funnier RPG of cartoon fairy tale post-apocalypse mayhem. It's time to blow stuff up. Get it now at www.kaboomkin.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.